While there are a couple of things indicating a short-term bounce potential, the immediate short-term time frame is indicating a continuous pressure towards the downside. There are three key moving averages that can display the current trend and or range for the asset to navigate in. Welcome back to the channel on this Hump Day Wednesday. This is ARCa, and let's dive into ticker symbol FNGR. Let's kill 'em, team. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and dive into ticker symbol FNGR. And what you're observing here is the immediate short term, right? So this is the 5-minute time frame where we can see that we have three moving averages that are playing a very important role towards the navigation of this ticker. Okay, so please notice here that this is the teal 50-day simple moving average, right? The SMA 50. You have the orange EMA 200 and the purple SMA 200, right? Exponential moving average and a simple moving average together to create this little channel, little band here to determine some market movement, right? So I want you to notice the position where we currently are, right? So this is the market close right here, right? So right at $3.32 was the after hours or the post market close, which is a close that is beneath the SMA 50. Okay, so usually when you're crossing beneath the EMA 200, then beneath the SMA 200, and then you reclaim the bottom side of the SMA 50, that often leads to a continuation to the downside. Okay, so what I mean by a bounce in the introduction of this video is simply because of this. Okay, so let me go ahead and point out to you something, right? So something along the lines of this right here. Right, let's go ahead and get that line straight, and something along the lines of this right here. Okay, so this is indicating this right-angled triangle or descending triangle here, right? This is indicating a potential reversal signal or an upside, right? But I will say that the upside on this could be very limited because we have two primary moving averages and some key resistances along the way. For example, here, $3.41 is a key resistance, right? So that is also the low from Monday, January 8th, right? That's 341 right down here, and also right there, right? So we have a significant resistance to get over. That's also paired with, guess what? That's right, at $3.40, your EMA 200, right? So that could indicate a very, very short-term upside, and that would be using the breakout from this point of the triangle. I also don't like it when triangles start to, reach these areas here, right? Typically, these triangles tend to break out or break down at or around a 65 to 70% to the apex of the triangle, right? So right around here is the usual, literally here. It failed it, right? So that's usually when you tend to see the breakout or break down. And in this particular case, in a downward trend here, this is actually a bullish formation, right? So this is indicating a flat bottom with descending or lower highs, and that would indicate a potential reversal or some type of short-term upside. If we were to break out from that point, take a look at that. It's leading you to a target of around $3.39. It's already confluent to the EMA 200 and the 341 resistance level that we're looking at, right? So there are, of course, two other targets to look at. But just in case, we'll go ahead and look at them. But to tell you the truth, my bias is not leaning towards actually fulfilling these topside targets, right? So let's just go ahead and pay attention to this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, all right. So this is your next target here. You're looking at a target of about 346. It looks like prior day high was right at about 348. So it's confluent to yesterday's or today's high and during the trading hours, right? So now it's if we can take a look at now the biggest target that this can and highest unlikelihood here, it would be right about this point here, right? So we would go ahead and apply that target to this upside, and that would be taking us to a target of about $3.55, otherwise known as this potential here, which is, you can actually see that there is a candle right at 355. The low of this candle here is in fact 358. Okay, but yeah, So and these down here, these are a low of 357. So not quite the 355 that we were looking for. In fact, this one here is 354. So it would be actually the lows of Thursday, January 4th this year, right? So that is essentially the resistance that the top side of this triangle is kind of indicating or implying, right? So now know that there are also inverse targets to look at from here too, all right? So you can go ahead and apply these to the bottom side of the formation, right? And this will give you those targets to potentially observe in case we do fail the upside, right? So these are your three targets to the downside. Let's go ahead and kind of leave them here for retail, right? So we're just going to go ahead and drop them off just like this here so that you are aware in case the price action does continue towards that downside. Okay, and now this bottom side, I will say that this 311 is actually it's kind of familiar to me. Okay, and you know what? I'm not sure why, but let's take let's take a range low to range high with an inverse fib and see what we have in store. Okay, so very, very, very impressive targets. Actually, the one spot you guys know the one spot 272 and the 618 are usually the targets that I tend to go to. This this is the 272 at $3.24. The first target that we're observing here is 325. The one spot 618 golden mean is at 317. Second discretionary target and psychological implied target is actually 319. And then the 2 fib is actually a 309 with the bottom target being 311. Okay, so yes, there is some rhyming here, in a sense. So we would have to be we would have to be very careful. Now, here's another potential, right? So remember I was talking about a potential upside here, and it wouldn't go beyond the EMA 200. Well, this upside just so happens to be in line with the 5 fib. 339 is this target here. This target here is 339, right? And the 5 fib is perfectly at 339. Now, what does that mark off? Well, that actually marks off the golden pocket. Okay, the golden pocket is located between the 0.382 Fibonacci ratio and the 0.618. Okay, otherwise, when we enter this area here in an inverse manner, that means that this could serve as a spring towards the downside. So this could actually launch price action towards that downside. Okay, so inversely, we use this for a bullish move to the upside. But seeing that you have a critical resistance, being that 339 to 341, being very close to the 0.382 and the absolute bottom of the golden pocket, all of that can be a serious implication here for a downside move. I would just be very careful over what can happen, right? So now, actually, the ARC averages indicator, right? So this is my personal averages indicator, right? It's giving here all of my favorite moving averages that I use on a daily basis, with the potentials of also changing or putting in your own custom ones. Also shows a volume weighted moving average as well. Okay, so this also displays to you the golden cross, silver cross, a triple moving average bear, and a triple moving average bull. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying this is because if you are to join the ARCa Bulls trading team in Discord, which I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description, at the top right of your screen, right around now. You can actually have access to these indicators and more. Okay, team. Aside from that, you'll be trading with me daily in the market. So I'll be streaming right at around just before market open at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, team. So make sure to go ahead and reach out for that membership. Okay, so please also know that I'm about to close the last seat for my ARC Masters trading course. Okay, this is going to be the very last one I ever teach. Okay, team, this is a 17-week mentorship program, and I will never come back to it again after this one. Okay, so week 1 just started. I'll go ahead and leave the video at the end of this video so you can click on it and watch that introduction video to see what it's all about. Okay, but yes, this thing just started, and I'm going to go ahead and just take on maybe one more seat, and then we'll see. Okay, team. So arcmasterscores@gmail.com, and please make sure to click on that link for the Discord at I think it was 8 minutes and 53 seconds. All right, team. So yeah, from here, team, you know the risks, you know the upside, and you know the bias, right? So let's go ahead and just play the financial markets carefully here, team, okay? Because there are definitely signals towards the downside with some immediate short-term potentials to the upside before actually realizing these targets down here. We'll see how that moves. Okay, team, but I think this is a pretty good place to leave off right here. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as it cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Never, 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 and forever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your night. And I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team. Yeah.